Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. I am back with another figure review because I was in work today and I was sorting out some units and sorting out some stock that was on top of said units. A lot of it was fairly old stock and nothing really much caught my attention until I came by this. This is a really early Marvel Legends Hasbro figure, and she was marked at €19.95. So I took her down to one of the girls and said, "What's the deal with this?" And Emily found out that she had been on the top of the shelf for maybe 10 years and no one had bothered to kind of update her or reprice her, and I picked her up for €9. So who is this character? This is Marvel's Madame, or Madame Masque as she is known. Madame Masque, aka Whitney Frost, no relation to Emma Frost, is a mercenary tactician and supervillain. She has had an off again, on again relationship with Tony Stark. They've been enemies, they've been lovers. She's also been with Baron Zemo, and she has crossed paths with Natasha Romanoff in one run of the Soska Sisters Black Widow comic No Restraints play. Natasha actually subdues Madame Masque and takes her identity and costume so she can break into a supervillain soiree. Madame Masque is essentially a very intelligent mercenary, and she has had her face violently and viciously scarred, so that's why she wears the mask. In later runs, she has her face repaired, but the psychological damage has made her want to keep the mask on. Again, she is highly adept in hand-to-hand combat and very clever when it comes to manipulating AI. That's what kind of brought her into conflict with Tony Stark. And I picked her up, and this is cool because, again, this is one of the early Marvel Legends figures. In fact, it is the return of the Marvel Legends, and it's a Build-A-Figure. I think this is when they started introducing the kind of Build-A-Figure sets. This is part 6 of the figures you can get. I'll just show you. As you can see, this is the torso part. And yeah, Arm and Zola. Flip to the back, we have a look at the back there. It shows Marvel's Madam, and it shows the other characters you can get. There's Arm and Zola constructed. You can also get Dark Wolverine, Wrecking Crew, Captain America, Marvel's Drax, Phantom X, Marvel's Madam, and Spider-Man. And you have all the affiliate kind of stuff there at the bottom. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So the box is fairly kind of, it's not in the best nick, so I'm not too brokenhearted about opening this up. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys, and we shall take her out of the box and see what she's looked like. And we are back, and here is Marvel's Madame out of the box. So she comes with a couple of accessories, but first off, let's look at the figure. And let's have a close-up look. Really nice kind of paint detail on it. Obviously not as kind of, say, as detailed as newer Marvel Legends figures, but you can see the kind of, you can see the kind of infancy of the actual, of the detailing. Like the fact the mask is kind of colored in such a way that it defines itself from the actual skin, and it's raised. It's not like just gold slapped onto the face. There is actually a definition between it there, as you can see. Very limited rotation in the head, obviously because of the hair back there. Arm rotation, just a very simple joint. Strangely enough, the joint manipulation in the legs is a lot better. It's a lot better than what came before it, and it's very kind of double jointed, so it's pretty good. Again, as I said before, there is very limited kind of movement because of the hair. You can move it, but it doesn't look the best. Arms can be put up, and legs can be put up. Again, this is kind of the infancy on more modern Marvel Legends figures. She comes with some weapons. She comes with this kind of M16 assault rifle. Nice kind of color scheme on it. The grenade launcher. I think this is the same kind of mold that's used for the kind of Punisher assault rifles and maybe Bucky's assault rifle and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The handle is a bit kind of bent, but the old water trick there, a bit of plastic on it. I'm just getting it off there. See how she holds it. Yeah, she holds it fairly well. And does the angle of the hands let her grip the grenade launcher is the question. Maybe not. Although, if you manipulate it enough, you can get her to grab it in some way. There isn't any movement in the wrists, unfortunately. That's the only thing. There's no movement in the wrists. Again, as I said before, this is a very kind of early Marvel Legends figure. But the other weapon she comes with is this really neat looking gold pistol. It's kind of a sci-fi-esque kind of pistol. So, and the cool thing is, she has a holster that it goes into nice and snug. So yeah, that's pretty badass. She is pretty badass. See how she stands. Here's the moment of truth. Does she stand okay? Again, the joints are a wee bit gummy. They're not to my liking. But then again, this is an early Marvel Legends figure, and she does stand, so that's not too bad. The other thing you get is Arnim Zola. This Arnim Zola figure, which, you know, if you have the parts, you can put them together and make a full-size robot. As you know, Arnim Zola was in Captain America, and he was also in Winter Soldier. And I think he turned up, if I'm not mistaken, in What If. He helped them defeat Ultron when Ultron got the Infinity Stone, or the Infinity Gauntlet. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do a size comparison with some other Marvel Legends figures, so don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is Madame Masque, and I'm going to put another femme fatale next to her, but an enemy of hers, Natasha Romanoff, and they scale up really well. There is actually a very clear and concise scale to them, and you can kind of see, as I said before, you can kind of see that this was the direction in which the Marvel Legends line started, and this was the template for what was to come. And as you can see, this is a more modern figure. As a note, I'm just going to put her next to an actual older Marvel Legends figure I have. I'm going to put her next to a Psylocke figure, which is like, I'd say even older than her. So have a quick look, see how she scales up. Oh yeah, like you can tell that Psylocke is like definitely an earlier version, because the size and scale just does not match up. Herself and Psylocke should be the same size. And the interesting thing is Psylocke does have a more kind of joints in that, but at the same time there isn't as much, dare I say, there isn't as much kind of rotation in, say, the elbows or the joints. There is the double joint in the leg, but the sculpting in this figure is far superior to this one, and you can see where kind of Hasbro picked up the slack and how she was kind of the template for that. So guys, let me know what you think of this figure, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.
The builder broke my heart, told me I need fixing, said that I'm just nuts and bolts, a lot of parts were missing. Perfect like a curse at dawn, virgin and a vixen. That's the kind of girl he wants, but he forgot. This ain't